Dear students, today we will learn about magnetism. So let's start this lesson by one of the practical example. Okay, so see, this is one of the pictorial representation. Okay, so suppose this is your place, suppose this is you. Okay, and now you are connected with your family members, then friends, and then teachers. Okay, so these are the important persons in your life. Okay, family members, your parents, grandparents, your brothers, sisters, and all other relatives who are the family members. They are very imp or important part of your life. Then second thing, your friends are also very imp part of your life. And third thing, your teachers, who are really deserve the respect, and both means they play a role of the parents as well as your friends. Okay, so these all people are very important in your life. So we are going to take their example with your life. Okay, and then we'll start the real topic, magnetism. Okay, so let us consider this is your place, then these are your family members, these are your friends, and these are your teachers. Okay, now what happens, you love your family members, you like your family members, and you respect your family members. Okay, but in some cases, okay, you don't like your family members. Okay, you don't like their opinions, you don't like their behavior, you don't like their suggestions. Okay, in that case you dislike them. Okay, so what is the main point I have to explain here? So sometimes you like your family members, sometimes you love your family members, sometimes you respect your family members. So this type of feelings are attraction. Okay, this type of feelings are called as attraction. Okay, so you get attracted. Okay, attraction. Okay, so you have attraction toward your family members. Okay, this type of feelings are known as attraction. And sometimes you don't like your family members because of their opinions, their suggestions. Okay, so this type of feelings, okay, this type of feeling is known as repulsion. Okay, so sometimes you get attracted, and this type of repulsion. Okay, repulsion. Okay, so sometimes you attracted toward your family members, parents, your grandparents, your sisters, your brothers, your uncles, your aunts. Okay, but sometimes you don't like them due to their behavior, their nature, and their opinions, their thoughts. So many things are there. Okay, so sometimes you like them. Okay, but every time you don't like them. Okay, so this type of feelings, okay, when you like them, this is called as attraction. When you don't like them, this called as repulsion. Okay, so this type of feelings are present in our day-to-day life also. Okay, attraction and repulsion. Okay, same way about your friends. Okay, so you like your friends when they are very positive with you, they are very cooperative with you, they are very friendly with you. But when they behaves opposite to you, don't like your friends also. Okay, so same thing is happening here. You like them, so you attracted toward them, so there is attraction toward your friends. Okay, and there is repulsion in certain moments. Okay, so we called as attraction, repulsion. And in the same thing is happening with your teachers also. When your teachers are very good in teaching, their opinions are like your opinions, and you feel that teachers are very cooperative and very positive. And when the teachers feeling matches with you, okay, at that time only you like your teachers. But in some cases you don't like your teachers when teachers opinions are opposite to your opinions. So there is attraction and repulsions in case of these feelings also. Okay, these feelings also, attraction and repulsion. Okay, repulsion. Okay, so now I'm going to explain you the attraction and repulsion. These are the opposite words. Okay, attraction and repulsion, these are the opposite words we always face in our day-to-day life. And same things today we are going to learn about magnetism, and this feeling is known as magnetism. Okay, these words explain the magnetisms. Okay, so how these words will explain the magnetism, I will tell you one thing that. Okay, so one thing, the magnetism is the property of magnet which attracts some substances and repulses to some substances. Okay, so attraction of some substances and repulsion of some substances is present in some substances. Okay, that substances or that objects are called as magnets. and the property of attraction and repulsion is called as magnetism. Okay, so same topic today we are going to learn in this video, but before starting this topic I have given you one of the example which is related to yourself. Okay, so in our day-to-day life we also experienced the same type of feelings with different type of peoples, with our family members, with our teachers, and with our friends also. Okay, so now after this means example. Okay, this is one of the example which is related to our day-to-day life, so I give you the example and now you will realize what we are going to learn today. Okay, so we will learn about the magnetism, but this magnetism is not related to our life, but this is the practical magnetism related to different type of substances. So let's start the main topic. Okay students, so we'll discuss the main topic of this lesson, magnetism. Okay, magnetism, I told you already that, okay, a substance which attracts other substances or repel other substances by properties called as magnetism. Okay, it's magnetism. Okay, so now some type of magnets. Okay, actually I want to show all these things you practically, but I don't have any physical magnet with me, that's why I cannot show you practically how the magnet attracts the uh, objects of iron, mainly iron, nickel and cobalt. Okay, these are the iron means Fe. Okay, iron. Okay, or ferrous, nickel Ni, and cobalt Co. Okay, so these are the metals which are mostly get attracted towards the magnet. Okay, mostly get attracted. Okay, and there are some alloys, okay, like steel and other alloys which are mostly get attracted towards the magnet, naturally towards the magnet. So they are the magnetically magnetic material. Okay, they are the magnetically attracted material, okay, which is present in nature. Okay, naturally magnetically attracted material. Okay, but still first we will know what is magnet. Okay, magnet has two poles. First thing, magnet has two poles, one is the north pole, one is the south pole. Okay, so north pole is negatively charged and south pole is positively charged. Okay, and the earth is one of the magnet because earth has two poles, north and south poles, and the rotation of earth is from the west to east. Okay, so eastward. Okay, and the magnetic lines of force are produced from the negative pole means north pole, and that magnetic lines of force travels to the south pole. Okay, and this is the constant direction of magnetic lines of force. So many things are there we want to discuss, but right now I will tell you there are two poles exist in a magnet. One is the north pole, one is the south pole, and if I going to cut the magnet into different pieces, then also I will get same type of poles in that magnet. Okay, so monopole is never exist in a magnet. Okay, and this is very IMP property of magnet has always two poles, one is the north pole, one is the south pole. Even though if I go to cut, or if I am cutting a magnet into different pieces, then also that different pieces has two poles, one is the north pole, one is the south pole. Okay, so this is one of the example. Bar magnet, we have often seen that bar magnet or disc magnet which is present in the different type of sound sounds. Okay, microphones also contains magnets. Okay, your doorbell is also contains magnets. Your electrical generators and inverters also contains magnets. So many batteries contain magnets, and so many instruments are there which are runs on the magnet and magnetic lines of force. Okay, and we'll discuss about that all things later, but first we will know what is magnet and what are the properties of magnets. So first, if I'm going to cut this bar magnet into different pieces, then also I'll get two poles, north and south pole. This is one of the magnet, it is known as the disc magnet, and this is known as the electromagnet, which is used in the iron mills where the iron scrap and loose iron materials are spread, and that gets collected by this electromagnet. This is the electrical current passing from this wire, and this is the crane. In to that crane, this big size of disc magnet is attached, and when the current is passing through the wire, it automatically generates the magnetism in that disc, and then that magnetism due to that magnetism, whatever the ion scrap and ion loose ion material present in the surrounding area gets attracted toward the disk, and then that gets transported from one place to another place for its further process. Okay, so this type of magnet is known as electromagnet. Okay, because you know that electricity generates magnetisms in the electric conductors. Okay, and this is the property of electric current. Okay, electric current generates magnetism, and magnetism generates electric current. These are the alternatively connected properties of magnetisms and electric current, but that things we'll discuss later. So this type of magnet is known as a disk magnet. Small disk magnet is also available in market. You can see that, you can purchase that, you can do the practicals with that, and you can attract such type of material with that magnets. Okay, iron, nickel and cobalt. Okay, this type of magnet is known as horseshoe magnet. Horseshoe magnet. So there is the like the horse. Okay, you know that horse. Okay, and its shoe means whatever the material which is used to protect the horse foot. Okay, that material is known as horseshoe. Okay, and that type of magnet, that size of magnet is known as horseshoe magnet. And then the compass needle magnet, which is used in the most of the ships. Okay, to know the direction where is exactly ship is present in the sea. Okay, so such type of magnet, this type of magnets are available in the market. And the magnet, one thing you always remember, that magnet has two poles. One is the north pole, one is south pole. That the direction of the magnetic lines of force is always from the north pole to the south pole. If I cut the magnet into different pieces, then also there are two poles exist in that all pieces of the magnet, because monopole pole is never exist in any magnet. Most time thing is earth is one of the magnet. It is one of the biggest size magnet, as earth has north pole and south pole. Okay, and there are so many planets in the universe, and there are so many galaxies, there are so many solar systems. So every planet rotates around its own axis and revolves around the sun. Okay, so this is also based on the magnetic property. Okay, so there are so many things. This is one of the vast branch of the physics. And if we are going to discuss about magnetism in detail, it will take lots time. Okay, lots time. Okay, and this is very interesting topic, because magnetism is actually present in our day-to-day life also. And it is one of the branch which stabilize the universe, and stabilize the galaxies, stabilize the solar system, stabilize the planets, and keep the planets in their path to revolve around the sun. Okay, so many things which are related to magnetism, their units. Okay, so many things we want to discuss, and we'll discuss these all things in upcoming videos. If you like this video, okay, you just watch the next video, and keep watching. Thanks for watching, and have a nice time.